Such strong line and the attacking length.
Well, it seems to be like the first round in a boxing match. Both the fighters sussing each other, nobody going for the kill. You know, the temperament has been kept in check. No flamboyant drives or slashes outside the off stump. Not trying to encash the first power play as well. And for the Indian bowlers, I must say that they're just being patient, because they know that this is the kind of pitch where you just got to keep at it, and wait for the batsman to get overexcited. One slip comes out, moves to short mid wicket.
What we've seen so far in the last couple of games, that the Indian bowlers haven't been able to take wicket with a new ball. Against Pakistan, the first wicket came in the 31st over. Against Japan, first wicket came in the 14th over.
Yeah, I know. I was noticing this also. I feel that because of the disciplined approach, sometimes the batting team also feels that, you know, if you don't give over wickets, we can always manage later on. And that's what has happened. Because you stick around, and then there's a passage in play where you can catch it. Here you go. Again, so this is losing patience also. You should keep the second slip. This would have been, again, a catch on the second slip. So you move the guy to the mid-wicket, trying to save maybe a boundary. But he's not bowling that line anyway. So if you're covering that for a bad ball, then you've made a mistake. You should kept... And that's why you just saw the answer why they have not picked a wicket, because of their impatience.
Is it impatience or is it the lack of aggression? Because many a times you set an aggressive field to try and see that, hey, last two games we've been a little relaxed, kept an open field. How about we change that thought process? Bowled him! We're talking about an aggressive field set. We've been talking about how can they break through this little shackle that they're not picking up of early wickets. The Indian bowler, Yudhajit, has changed our mindsets and said, listen, I don't need a slip. I can take it out myself.
Yeah, this one was the one coming back in, and very casual, no feet movement at all, and this was on the cards. But good to see that he tried. Look at it. He's bowled. This is the first delivery he has tried to bring the ball in. All the deliveries before that, he was just trying to bowl the ball away from the right-hander. First one, off cutter, he gets a wicket. Aryan Saxena walks back, dejected for 9 of 17. It's 14 for 1 now.
The 19 Asia Cup, Aryan Saxena. Yayan Rai coming at number 3. He opened alongside Aryan in the previous game. Very compact player. Uses his feet better than what we saw so far. It's going to be Akshat on strike, as that was the last ball of the over. Chetan Sharma will be bowling from the pavilion end. You mentioned Chetan in the previous games has bowled first change. Given the responsibility with the new ball, I'm sure it just fuels in a little more confidence in the bowler.
Here he's trying to take a leaf out of Yudhajit's book. This one was again an off cutter. So he's just trying to... This is it. He was not expecting the ball to come. He was just waiting for the same delivery, and then no feet movement. There was a lot of gap between the bat and the pad, and he was upright also. You have to be compact. You have to be really tight, especially against a new ball. Rishikesh Kanitkar, the coach, he's been with the juniors a long time. Him and Sairaj Bhautale, a wonderful team. Very committed. Oh! So there you go. He's got a short mid-wicket who's not making any sense to me because they've not tried to play across the line. And I would rather have a second slip and then keep that mid-wicket open so he tries to actually score off that. This is one where he tries to play on the onside. The ball just nipping away from him. And if you remove that short mid-wicket, he might see a big gap there and try to do the similar kind of a tactic to a ball which is placed outside off stump.
I need to play with the mind of the batter. Straight behind the line of the ball. Very well read by the wicket keeper, Harvansh Singh. He mentioned to Chetan before the start of the over, if you keep bowling that line, he's just going to be defensive. And that's exactly what we've seen in the last couple of deliveries.
So if you see that one slip, that is what is bothering me, and that also is a staggered slip. Here you go. Oh, this one was coming in, and what a shot this is. This is the best shot of the evening. Will not get him a boundary. And 3 runs. Well taken.
Yeah, young legs, they can run nice and fast. Like you rightly mentioned, it's a very good shot. Despite the short mid-wicket fielder there, played it in that zone. Oh, he slipped there, Akshat. And despite slipping, still committed enough to take the third. No men's on the onside field. In fact, the short mid-wicket has come further up, a yard or so.
Yeah, I think so. So rather than a run-stopping field, you should have an attacking fielder catching position. Because last shot also was in the air for a bit. So rather short mid-wicket would make more sense to me.
Edged. Big shout, and the umpire raises his finger. Yayan Roy goes out on a golden duck. Very first ball, trying to fetch something which is outside off. And a very simple catch for the wicket keeper. Celebrations galore.
Very good delivery for a new batsman. Just the right length line, and then he was just poking. You know, there, as I said, you have too tight. Look at that, how far from his body he played. Just flashing his bat, no real intent behind it. And then he was surprised that he was given out. But there was a clear nick sound we heard even in the commentary box. Yayan Roy goes for a duck. It's 17 for 2.
Ethan D'Souza, left-handed batter, coming in after the fall of Yayan's wicket. 98 runs, a half century in the previous game. Scored a well-made 84. Got out trying to play a scoop, which is absolutely unnecessary, but maybe was the need of the hour. 84 of 102 versus Pakistan at the Dubai Stadium.
Oh, he's got his job cut out for him. 2 quick wickets, back-to-back wickets in 2 overs. Always creates problems. Oh, full ball. This would have been a wonderful delivery for a right-hander. Maybe trying to york him, trying to just get him in the block hole first up, which is a good ploy. I like the way Chetan is thinking. This is the first extra, but look at this. Again, that 6th line, he shouldn't have played at it. It was the first delivery he was facing, but couldn't resist, just poking his bat at it.
One last delivery of the over. A successful over for Chetan. Bowling with 2 slips. And Ethan lets us go. 6 overs gone, 18 for 2. picked by Yudhajit and Chetan. What are your thoughts about the slip squadron right now? Pretty wide.
Yeah, staggering. I think, and then what I like to see is that they move slightly closer to the batsman, because unless the ball has got a lot of lift and bounce, it's more or less going to die down before it reaches them. They just go, because of the staggering nature of it. Then you say they're just trying to. There you go. I think they're listening to me.
Playing towards the mid-wicket region. Yes, you brought the slip in. You opened that opportunity to get those singles on the mid-wicket, but that's absolutely all right. That also brings in the chance to try and pick wickets. Ryan all ready and focused. Would potentially be the next man in. Good captaincy there to bring Chetan in with a new ball.
Yes, I think so today, and they're trying to move things around, just trying to try different combinations of how it pans out. Samarth bowled with a new ball last game.
The oohs and the ahs as the ball leaves the left-hander. Ethan D'Souza had his bat hanging for a bit. Had to get his eyes in really quick, Ethan, because both these bowlers are looking extremely confident after a wicket that they've picked each.
Yeah, have to be more aggressive. I think the first intent of the new ball bowlers has to be for wickets rather than saving runs. Unless one of them is getting hammered, I think the policy of the team should be, if they've got two slips, I would rather see a short mid-wicket and then try to bowl within the stumps, try to bowl a ball which goes away from middle and leg towards that slip cordon. And if you play across the line, because of the sluggish nature of the pitch, you tend to play slightly uppish, and that's where a catch might be there. So tempt them, be aggressive, challenge them, come, hit me.
The constant claps. Oh, there you go. I reckon was pitching down leg. But the intent is right. They're attacking the stumps now.
And that's what I wanted to see. So he's got a mid-wicket. So he wants that, okay, I've got that area covered. And this was a good shout, actually. It was not that far out of stumps. No DRS, no pitch mat, so we don't know. A firm no by the umpire is good enough for the players, and should be.
One last ball of the over. Fuller this time. And good use of the wrist. Get a couple of runs. 7 gone. 21 for 2.
Two wickets down early on in the power play. But Yudhajit and Chetan have bowled well. Today, the new ball hasn't been given to Samarth Nagaraj. And they gave that new ball to Chetan Sharma from the other end. Last couple of matches, remember, India have been going with the new ball with Samarth Nagaraj and Yudhajit Goa. But today, Chetan's been given the opportunity to bowl with the new ball, and he hasn't disappointed. He's used the new ball well. Picked up a wicket. A wicket of Yayin, who's out caught behind. He's bowled good lines and consistent. In the commentary box, I'm Raman Bhanot, with me Shamim Chaudhary. Warm welcome.
Thank you. Good morning. After a fire. Thank you. Very good morning. After a flyer, the Indians will be pretty happy with what has transpired so far. In control with some good bowling. Accuracy has been there right from the word go. And the United Arab Emirates stuttering a little bit. These two in the middle really got to batten down. Show some resilience.
Slightly short. Oh, how close was that? That ball could have rolled onto the stumps. Akshat was in a spot of bother there. Let's take another look at it on the replay. How far that ball was from the stumps.
Just about spun away the other way. If it spun back off break instead of the leg break, that would have gone to the wickets, that's for sure.
That's after hitting the bat. The bowler wasn't bowling off for leg breaks. He was bowling pretty much seam up. Good line. Good line from Chetan. You've got that first slip fielder in place. And that's how he got that wicket as well of Yayin.
Yeah, the persistence with the line has been pretty impressive, particularly from Chetan Sharma at this end. The other end, Yavijit had struggled a little bit with the wideish kind of deliveries.
That's the man waving the flag is Harvansh's father. He's travelled all the way from Canada to come in and see him. And to the left, extreme left of your picture frames, that's Hardik Raj's father, who's come from Bangalore. That's, of course, Harvansh, the wicket keeper. On the pad, but that was sliding down leg side. You know, a lot of times you need that support from your family, that encouragement when these youngsters are playing out there in the field. That's Hardik Raj. His father's come as well. We saw him on the picture frames just a little while ago. He's flown in from Bangalore. And again, Shamim, you know, it's such a big thing. I was talking to those gentlemen a while ago, and I said it's so good, you know, that you've traveled all the way, all the hard work that you put in. So the response was, our children are putting in their hard work on the field. So this is the least we can do.
Absolutely, that is a very good response. Let's have a look at this ball. That squared him up. Big appeal. Possibly a touch of bat on that. That is the completion of the 8th over. All the twos. 22 for 2.
Cricket Council for all the updates of what's happening in Asian cricket. Meanwhile, stay tuned to this broadcast because this is like a virtual quarterfinal.